Thank you, Prof. Masami, head of the project, Dr. Roberto Araya, Dr. Maitri Imprasita, and also not to forget Dr. Orlando Gonzalez as well. And also a warm welcome to everyone, especially participants from the APEC economies. Thanks again for having me. I've been given this task to present chapter 1 of the project report. And this report developed computational thinking on AI and big data for digital society recommendations from APEC-InMside I project. And I will be talking briefly on this chapter, where it covers 3 main points on this chapter, which are: number 1, factors driving the change in the curriculum framework in the 21st century. Number 2, the relation of mathematics education framework related to the new skills of the 21st century on a new framework. And number 3, developing a new curriculum reform framework model which address the 4th industrial revolution. And it is also essential for me to draw your attention in terms of revisiting back the APEC 21st Century Skills and Competencies framework, where it has been presented by Dr. Habiba in Chile in 2019, where she has actually come up with these skills and competencies for the new 21st century. And the essential competencies for digital society in APEC region by using AI and big data, the InMside project will be focusing on the computational thinking in relation to using AI and coding. And if you look at this main framework of competencies, you can see that it has been, focusing on 3 main pillars. The cognitive skills, which are very much focused on the higher order thinking skills. The hard skills, which the most important skills that drives to the 4th industrial revolution, which is the mastery of languages, the digital and ICT skills, STEM related skills, and also the TVET or VocTech skills. And lastly, not to forget about the building of the human potential and capabilities, which is the soft skills area. And this pillar will include leadership, communication, collaboration, global awareness, social and cross-cultural interaction. And if you can see this model, actually it is almost the same as what other APEC economies are also doing in relation to referring to the 21st century skills. And for this, we need to come up with how does mathematics education evolve in relation to the new century, new skills for the 21st century. Yeah? And if you look at the mathematics education framework, you can see that it derives from the content, where you have the key stage 1, the key stage 2, and the key stage 3. These are the contents area for the mathematics education for the stages. And related to that, the mathematical thinking and processes will be also underlining to address the content which also derive from the mathematical ideas, mathematical thinking, and mathematical activities. And this will come towards the higher order of mathematics learning concept, which is mathematical values, mathematical attitude, and mathematical habits of mind. So these are the model which reflects the new 21st century skills, which is important as a basis of also for the era of the fourth industrial revolution. And also under the process of learning mathematics, there are three main area of thinking processes that are involved: the logical thinking, the critical thinking, and also the design thinking. So these are almost covers the left brain side and also the right brain side, which is introduced by Young and also Kojima. And when we refer to the also to the education reform of the fourth industrial revolution, which is summarized by UNESCO in 2019, I think I will address that also in this paper, in this report, where the member countries under the UNESCO states that we need to plan AI in education policies in response to the opportunities and challenges of AI technologies bring, and from a whole government, multi-stakeholders, and intersectoral approach that also allow for setting up local strategic priorities to achieve SDG 4 targets. And number two is to support the development of new models enabled by AI technologies for delivering education and training, where this is what we are going towards in terms of coming up with a new reform model for our curriculum. And number three is to consider the use of relevant data which appropriate to drive the development and evidence-based policy planning. Number four is to ensure AI technologies are used to empower teachers rather than replace them, and develop appropriate capacity building programs for teachers to work alongside AI systems. Prepare the next generation of existing workforce with the values and skills for life and work most relevant to the AI era. And this is much related to what we are going to do in terms of reform our curriculum and to provide more knowledge and skills, new knowledge and skills for the fourth industrial revolution era. And lastly, to promote equitable and inclusive use of AI, irrespective of disability, social or economic status, ethnic or cultural background, or geographical location, with a strong emphasis on gender equality, as well as to ensure ethical, transparent, and auditable uses of educational data. So, ladies and gentlemen, in driving the force of this new era, this new fourth industrial era, coupled with the mathematical thinking model and also the new 21st century skills and also competencies framework, we need to actually come up with a new curriculum reform framework model to address data science, machine learning, and programming or coding in terms of giving the necessary skills for our students. And this will enclose two main aspects of thinking model, which is the statistical thinking and also the computational thinking. And the curriculum model will be derived and also be executed when we develop our subjects for the future. And in order to make this thing in reality, when we want to apply this to a very practical manner, then we need to come up with the exemplar, which can be delivered through the high school curriculum, the middle school curriculum, and the primary school curriculum. I think this will be the most important curriculum framework for the era of AI and big data, which we have come up under this InMside project. We have to be positive in terms of looking into this new way of delivering our subject, which we are going to infuse certain elements of fourth industrial revolution elements, which are most importantly introduced in our curriculum reform framework model. And again, I would like to emphasize that data science, which basically on the area of statistics, data, and coding, the machine learning, which we are talking about, the robotics, the smart application, and the Internet of Things. And also largely the programming itself, the coding, where the students need to be equipped with this knowledge and skills. When you talk about the block programming, which is the simplest way of delivering programming for the lower education, and then the syntax programming and also the scripting. So in order for us to together looking and embrace this new curriculum reform framework model, I think there are many opportunities of us where we can share ideas, exemplars, especially with regard to the high school curriculum, the middle school curriculum, and the primary school curriculum. I think from this chapter 1, it will give us an overview of what we need to look into for the next step in future. So thank you very much for this presentation of chapter 1 in this InMside 1 report. Thank you, Professor Masami, and the rest of the members.